myself. One thing I know is a sandwich bag and a digit scale. Yeah, I'm slow. It's up in the back, I won't make my bill. I might have to crash before they take me there. I ain't nothing to say, I don't know how I got in there. Crack and kiss my ass is all I gotta tell. Don't expect the same from all you niggas, cause you niggas frail. Be quiet, told everything before you even see.
Oh, you hear that? That's nephew right there. Son of Sam. SOS Snap. Today's show is gonna be dope. Today's show gonna be super dope. You see him growing the beard back. Yeah. Y'all see him growing the beard. Little winter beard for the winter. All right, so tonight's show, we're gonna bring on my man. We just brought him onto the label, Lord Music Group, and he's a very talented brother, a multifaceted brother. And this brother here, he's into, his talents are bar none, and his attributes are bar none. Very hardworking young man. Welcome to the show, my man, 919 Kane. What's up, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. I appreciate that intro too. That was solid.
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, I've watched your movements over the last several days. I've kind of like dug into your catalog, and we'll chop everything up after the show on my viewpoints on it. I think it's an amazing catalog.
For sure.
I think it's an amazing catalog. So how long have you been in this game?
Well, really, it's been since I was in like 5th grade. So I'm 24 right now. So you can kind of do that math on that a little bit. Like it's kind of been one of those things that was embedded. While they were doing sports, I was in the studio as a kid.
Right. How'd you get your name?
Really just everywhere I touched down, every spot that I touched down, I was just rapping. I just always wanted to be the best. Any school I went to, any function I went to, any place I went to, I just was trying to be the best rapper. That was some different times though. That's when I was watching all the older kids. It was bar for bar rap back then. This
right.
Before we got into a lot of the harmonics and more auto-tune. We were listening to Wayne.
Right.
That's kind of what it was around that time. So
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, Wayne, so we were kind of going bar for bar. We were trying to do punchline rap, So that's what that was. That's what kind of gave me my introduction. I started on the track phone. The older kids, they let me rap with them. It was one of the things, that the older kids, they were already doing their rap group and they were like, yeah, let Fat Boy come and flow on this, man. His flow is so hard, So it's kind of been one of those things. I've been doing it ever since then, and I fell in love with how my voice sounded on that phone, and ever since then it's been go time.
Sure. That's dope. That's dope. Who would you say influenced you?
Really, originally my brother was making music. My oldest brother, he was making music. So it was kind of like, I just kind of following in those footsteps, and I just kind of took it and ran a little differently with it. But he was the one that pretty much set up the play from the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay. So this is a basketball and music podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And so I have to sprinkle in a few basketball questions. Yeah, who's your favorite basketball player? It could be from the past or current.
My favorite ball player, like I said, I wasn't always big on the sports, but I love everything Carolina. So I say one of my favorite would be John Wall, but of course my favorite. I don't want to. Every time you say LeBron, everybody like, oh, he bandwagon, but I like LeBron's game. I think he does it real humble.
Right.
I think he's a beast. Even at his age, I think he's still applying the kind of pressure that makes him talk trash. When you do so well, they love to talk trash about you.
That's right.
And he just does it so effortlessly. He doesn't worry about what anybody says. So you have to respect a man like that. I think he's an example of a man.
Where are you from, bro?
I like to say Carolina. I like to say Johnson County. That's really
JC.
That's me. That's
JC.
me. I'm that. But I'm influenced from a lot of different places. I like to say it like that. I'm influenced by a lot of places, but it's Carolina. It's Carolina's own, Carolina's finest, for sure.
How? So for the people who hadn't heard your music and hadn't, streamed you, I don't know how many people that is because you've got a lot of numbers. Your numbers looking real good, young man. That's a very good start. The for the people who hadn't heard your sound, how would you describe your sound?
It's no real lid to it. It's no real cap to it. My sound is really universal. It has a lot of pain into it. You know, it's like that's a route that a lot of people been going for a long time, but it's kind of something I was doing way before the Rod Waves or anything like that. But it's you know, my type of flavor is it's a mixture of a lot of harmonics mixed with some bars. You got a lot of different parts to it, you know. So really, you just have to go through my catalog and find something that you can vibe with. It's a lot of different vibes, you know. It's a lot of different kind of ways that I go in. I don't really fit in one category, one kind of box, you know. A lot of people, they say I'm a rapper. A lot of people, they say I'm an R&B artist. A lot of people, you know, I'm trying to just break the mold and kind of just work in my own kind of way. For sure.
Now that's dope. That's dope. For those who hadn't really had a chance to stream you or check out some of the videos, let's give them a chance real quick.
For sure. All right.
You know what never made sense to me? How you tell me that you love me? You got my back no matter what, you always down to ride. But you run to the ones that you know don't fuck with me. The ones that speak down on my name. I don't know, that seemed like fake love to me.
Them brighter days I used to pray for this. I'm talking about the struggle times, sometimes I reminisce. I told my brothers off this grind, I swear we blowing quick. I know you doubted it sometimes, now you see we win. We came from niggas and them John to them Benjamins. No, now they gon' tell me that they love me, remember when they diss. And all the modes that call me ugly wanna for the king. Cause now they know it's the flow from where my shows. Now they let me more. The money come with problems. Now who you supposed to love when alone you was at the bottom? And now they loving that they show you know it's fake. Why did somebody say this shit right here come with the game? You get a little name or brand new chain and you be gang. Now they be telling you they love you but they know that they don't love you and they really do the most. Cause they know that you the man you next to blow. Now they hope they want one, need one. Brighter days I used to pray for this. I'm talking about the struggle times, sometimes I reminisce. I told my brothers off this grind, I swear we blowing quick. I know you doubted it sometimes, now you see we win. We came from niggas and them John to them Benjamins. No, now they gon' tell me that they love me, remember when they diss. And all the modes that call me ugly wanna for the king. Cause now they know it's the flow from where my shows. Now they let me more.
I like that. That was real smooth. That was real smooth, and the delivery was real tight. You know what I mean? Where do you feel like you see yourself in next year this time, brother? Oh, pardon self.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I wanna, you know, as far as what we're working right now, I'm just trying to build a nice fan base. Continue to build a fan base, and you know, I kind of see us having a lot more motion just even throughout this year, kind of expanding to different states. I feel like, you know, they say you get more love out of your state than you're gonna get in your state, so I kind of want to expand. I think it's a lot of trap in my area. It's a whole lot of that going on, so maybe I need to go somewhere that's a little bit more open-minded. You know, I kind of set a nice foundation in my city, in my area, because simple fact, like, I've been doing it the longest as at my age group. You see what I'm saying? Like, as the ones that's around me, that's why a lot of times they came up through my factory. They came up through me recording in my attic. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact, like, I was the first one doing it. So a lot of times you'll find a lot of people just my age going around saying, you know, like, they appreciate certain things that I did or respect certain things about me, but that's just because of the work that I put in at an early age doing this. So I think that now it's kind of go time. Now I kind of see us elevating to the next level. You know, some doors opening on a different kind of motion. You know.
What do you see as like, I mean, the proper way to get yourself out there on these social media platforms? I mean, sometimes people pop in, they'll check their Instagram, they'll check their Facebook like once a week, once every couple of days, you know what I mean? They might get into their messages once every week or so. What do you feel like the proper form of attack as far as promoting your music on social media and getting your brand out there?
I think at this point you have to really invest in yourself. Content is king, so you want to kind of make sure that you're always staying in everybody's face, of course, with the limited attention spans and stuff like that. But I think overall invest in yourself is the best way to kind of get your at least your social media presence, to another level or heightened. I kind of feel like whether it's the ads, running those consistently, 365, maybe a whole year of just your ad running. People know your ad back and forth. Every time they open up their phone, they're tired of seeing your face because you just add them like that. I think content is definitely king. But as far as investing in yourself, getting on these playlists and different things like that, I think will also kind of grow that as well. So, that's what I feel like, if I am
Let me ask you. Okay, so we're gonna get. I've started. This is a new season of We Could Talk Basketball and Music. So I've kind of switched the questions a little bit to add a little bit more depth to the artist, to find out a little more about the artist and how they look at things. What are your top 5 places to go?
Florida, California, Florida. I love Florida, what can I say? But no, definitely California. I like Atlanta. But I think Atlanta has its, everywhere you go, they're gonna have their ups and downs. But overall, I just feel like I've had some experiences in Atlanta. Yeah. It kind of make me move a little differently. Like those young niggas, the young niggas that's in there. That's my brother right here.
Peace, brother. But so Kane, what's the newest song you dropped? What's your newest single?
Okay, so right now I have 1111 album in stores everywhere that you can get it. Right now I've been letting that really just, sizzle and let it do what it do. As far as all around the city, I've been saying, I say state to state, I've been seeing a response that's just been beyond anything I could ever imagine. Like I just don't feel like it's where I need it to be yet. But I feel like everybody that comes in contact has been just a wildfire, and it's steady growing. It's growing legs, as we speak. People are listening. Every time I look, I see is somebody wherever they at, they're taking the time to listen to it. So if you are tuned in right now, I need you to check out that 1111. Go through the list, find a song that you vibe with, some song you can add on your lineup to get you through your days when you're working or whatever you're doing. That 1111 definitely got it on there for sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's another one. Now this is subjective, and this question kind of changes from time to time, and we're not going to hold you to it. Who are your top 5 rappers?
B.I.G., Wayne, Outkast. Let's see, B.I.G., Wayne, Outkast. And I know I could count Outkast as 2, so you put me on the spot. But now we're gonna say Outkast. Rappers, wow, that's deep.
I mean, if you need to split them, because they are two artists, they are 2 separate artists and their group. If you need to split them,
I feel like it's their swags. They had 2 different swags, that made them unique. Yeah. That when they came together, it just flowed, kind of like
and they also have separate catalogs.
You feel me? Yeah, for sure. So, but other than just Outkast, I say, man, I love Kanye, man. I don't like the controversy in certain things and certain ideals that he has, but I love his creative mind aside from the controversy. You feel what I'm saying? I like his music, and I like the way that he analyzes things. He kind of has that unique mind, like from what I see with Pharrell.
See that's a dope list though. Yeah. That's a dope list. What do you think that there's an age limit or so to being a rapper, either entering or getting out of the game? Like, do you think you got to be a certain age, you need to get out of the game, or you need to be at least, you know what I mean, a little jit, you need to at least be 16 before you can hop in the studio? Like, do you have any opinion on that?
I think really, damn, I'm just gonna ask you, that's crazy. I feel like just at a certain point, what you're talking about should change. Your substance of your music, not
Right.
necessarily you have to stop as an artist. Just appeal to a different fan base, and sometimes it strikes with the younger fan base. Sometimes what you're going through is kind of relatable at an older age, like everybody just says 2 Chainz all the time, but there's plenty of artists that are up there like 2 Chainz that people don't really understand, you know. Jeezy, you know what I'm saying, Boosie, yeah, like that, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like I don't really think it's an age cap, because at some point you start giving game to the young ones. Like,
Right.
I'm always getting game and I soak it up. I love game. Give me game. I might not take everything and apply it to my life, but I'm gonna listen, and that's just
Right.
how it goes. And I gotta make my decision as a man.
Okay, so here's a basketball question.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, who's your favorite team? It could, you know, NBA, college, hell, high school.
Woo, that's deep, man. I haven't really been too tapped in. I did see some of that Kyrie stuff going on right now, and heard about that trade.
Right.
But, my favorite team in the game right now, and that's a hard one right there, because there's so many that's applying that pressure. But for me, I can't really tell you, man. I'm not that big of a basketball fan, you know.
Right,
I'm really
right.
not a big basketball fan, man.
Carolina or Duke?
Carolina, you know.
Okay,
Come
okay.
on.
Okay, so you are a college basketball fan. So you're a Tar Heel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, well, then that
I
you
haven't been
gotta
active
say
applying
the
that
Tar
pressure, but I
Heels.
mean, if it comes
It's the
down to
law.
it, you know that.
Yeah, that's the law. You gotta say the Tar Heels. Okay, so that's okay. All right. Do you feel like the hip hop game is increasing or decreasing as you know as time increases? Do you feel like the hip hop game is increasing, or is it descending?
I think it's whatever you focus on, because you got it's so many different lanes and so many different kinds of ways that this game is going. You have some people that just like autotune. You got some people that hate autotune. You got some people that like rock rap, turnt rap. Some people that only like that energy. So really, it's some people just like brainless music. Some people just like a good beat, a good vibe. Maybe
What's
talking
your
about,
favorite?
you know.
What do you like? What do you like?
What do I like? I like Get Money music. That's my top. I love Get Money music, like a Payroll Giovanni, Detroit type Get Money type, Larry June kind of vibes like that. But I also love the autotune. I love autotune. I like that. I like that, like a Rollo or No Cap. Like that's my favorite type lane. Like I like that kind of stuff. I love the pain music too. A lot of people act like they too tough to recognize like the raw waves or the Derez, the Shans. I like all that. You know, this is
Yes.
what it is.
And as music advances, you know, it actually does a double take. You know, it goes back to where it began. I'm hearing sounds that I grew up listening to in some of this new music. You know, some of these auto-tune songs are pretty heavy. You know, they're pretty heavy, and I like when I listen to your catalog. Certain like that 11 album, certain songs on there, bro, you know, they were kind of dark, you know, and then there were certain songs on there that, you know, I was just listening to the lyrics, you know, I'm like, all right, the young man has a pen. So on your future, where do you see your future project going? Like, what direction do you see your next project going?
Wherever life goes, I can't gauge that. That's everything that you heard on 11/11 was what I was going through that day.
Right.
In time, the person I was at that time, how my mindset was. I can't tell you where I'm gonna be a month from now. I can't tell you what I'm about to go through with family experiences, family trauma, pain from this and that. My friends, whether it's a shorty that I was locked in with and it didn't work, I can't tell you. You know, But what I can tell you is gonna be a consistent level of quality, and it's gonna be something you may have heard, but you never heard it in this way.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I
And that's
can say.
dope. That's dope.
So,
This part, okay, so now here we go. This part of the show, I like to call a fan favorite.
let's do it. Let's do it.
And what we do on this part this is called the shotgun questions.
Okay.
On the shotgun questions, I give you two words. You get to choose between either or. There's no correct answer and there's no wrong answer. Let's cut the music down just a little bit where we can function.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Motorcycle or dirt bike?
We're going motorcycle with it.
Light sleep or heavy sleep?
Light sleep, because we on the ground. We don't sleep like that.
Cheeseburger or steak?
Steak, because it's always gourmet. We live in that boss lifestyle.
MGK or Eminem?
Eminem, because that was my foundation. And
Black
then,
or blue?
Blue, because I rock with black, but everything is black. So matter of fact, we'll go with that.
Breakfast or lunch?
Breakfast.
Sneakers or boots?
Boots. We ready for war? Come on.
Trick Daddy or JT Money?
Trick Daddy, because it's all about Florida. So we love it.
Juice WRLD or XXX Tentacion?
XXX.
Watermelon or cantaloupe?
Watermelon.
Drake or Kodak?
I can't do that one right there, man.
Come on, bro. It's neither one's wrong.
Drake inspired me so much, but gotta go with Yak.
Lil Yak, bro.
Gotta go with Yak.
I'm telling you.
Say Cheese or DJ Academics?
Say Cheese, but I respect the chat niggas. Sure.
Weed or liquor?
Weed, because we just trying to vibe. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. Yeah.
Old school. Trick Daddy or JT Money?
For me, well, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, by way of North Carolina. I'm gonna say, being from South Florida, man, when I grew up, those two were the hottest.
Trick Daddy or JT?
So,
I'm
gonna say Trick.
Oh.
You don't know that, nigga?
You don't know that?
Do the thing now.
Hey, that was the shotgun questions, fellas, man. Hey, brother, tell everybody how they can tap in with you, 919 Kane. We need to get people to listen to your music. We need to get people to tap in and check you out, brother.
For sure. So check me out on Apple Music, or we can do Spotify, whatever whatever's your flavor. But I say on Apple Music, I think they got me 2 profiles up there, so
right.
Tighten it up, figure it out some tight way. But whenever I do, now y'all gonna be able to get it direct. So whatever you do, 919 Kane, it's on everything for sure.
We will most certainly try to get everybody tied in. Do you have how about your Instagram?
Yeah, that's 919 Kane, but that's with 2 E's on that.
Okay, with 2 E's.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so man, I appreciate you coming out, my brother. What do you think you have? What do you have next? What do you have coming up next?
Right now, I think I'm about to release a single for Valentine's Day. That's what we're working on. We locked in with Lore Music Group, so
hey,
those two,
hey,
the new home. So that's real tight time we're on right now.
Oh yeah, nothing but the top, my brother. So we're gonna say peace out to my man 919 Kane, and I need everybody to go out and stream his music. He has a hell of a catalog. Check out all the albums up there. He has 2 dope albums up there, and he has a couple of singles up there as well. Check him out. If you can't catch him there, go on Amazon. Anywhere anything you like to stream on. He has a couple of dope videos on YouTube as well. So we're gonna wrap the show up. And what I like to do now, we say, young man.
I wanted to tap in and let you know This Styles Inc. We're the hottest tattoo artists in Raleigh right now.
Hey,
You know,
we got to tap in.
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
yeah, we got to tap in and talk business.
Most definitely.
Yep,
Pleasure
yep.
being on the
Link
show.
me up, young man. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the show up with. We're gonna play that video again so that people can get a dose of it, and we'll let the show go off to that video, man, because it's a dope video and a dope vibe.
Sure. Let's do
All
it.
right, young man.
All right.
Peace, brother.
Great to have you.
Like.
You know what never made sense to me? How you tell me that you love me? You got my back no matter what, you always down to ride. But you run to the ones that you know don't fuck with me. The ones that speak down on my name. I don't know, that seemed like fake love to me.
Them brighter days I used to pray for this. I'm talking about the struggle times, sometimes I reminisce. I told my brothers all this grind, I swear we blowing quick. I know you doubted it sometimes, now you see we win. We came from niggas and them Don to them Benjamins. Now they gon' tell me that they love me, remember when they diss. And all the most that call me ugly wanna for the king. Cause now they know it's the flow from where my shows. Now they let me move. The money come with problems. Now who you supposed to love when alone you was at the bottom. And now they love